Tinfoil World Order. Question of the day. Why isn't DH testifying for the prosecution?
I'm gonna chime in here. Who exactly was DH?
Alice, again, thank you for such an amazing question. Those chicken wings you're eating look a little suspect. Where did you get them?
I got them at the 7-Eleven up the block here. Pretty good.
You're eating chicken wings from 7-Eleven. What is wrong with you?
You don't like it? You don't like it? I think they're good. I personally, I'm on my second round here. They're pretty good. You don't like them? You want to try one?
No, Alice. I don't want to try a chicken wing from 7-Eleven. I've seen them before. That's good enough for me. Just looking at them gave me diarrhea. Enjoy your chicken wings. I've got some stuff to talk about. Now getting back to DH. DH is a player here that no one seems to talk about. Why is that? For those that don't know, DH responded to a Facebook post on February 15, 2017, within 3 hours after the Bridge Guy photo was released for the first time. These are posts asking the public's help for identifying the man in the photo. His reply? He went to police. They have released him, and he is not a suspect. Even going further than that, DH even makes a suggestion to Channel 6. You need to let everyone know they have talked to this man and released him. WTHR updated this a while ago. Now the original thought was DH was talking about Richard Allen because they were in a pool league together. However, was DH really talking about Richard Allen, or was he talking about somebody else? It seems unlikely. If Richard Allen told DH, hey, that's me in the photo, I talked to police, I'm good, that the prosecution would not have DH testify because Bridge Guy identified himself on February 15th. Therefore, there was no need to offer a reward. Therefore, there was no need to plead with the public for help in identifying the man in the photo because he had already revealed himself to DH. Now, the troubling aspect of all of this is the reward was kept open despite someone identifying Bridge Guy. Is this a simple case of burying evidence, chasing dead avenues to keep the money rolling in? What do you think, Alice?
I mean, it's usually always about money. It seems like it's a pretty good chance that's what's going on here. I can't tell right now.
I hear you, Alice. For me, at this point, I think this case is a cover-up, plus or minus Richard Allen. However, it definitely seems like Richard Allen may not be the culprit. What must DH have been thinking the entire time? All these years, law enforcement begging the public for help. We're one tip away from someone identifying the man that DH had identified the day the photo was released. Are we to believe police never followed up with DH following his comment? The conversation should have went something like this.
Hey there, DH, this is Dan Doolin, just following up with a comment I saw you posted on your Facebook there. Who were you talking about when you said that the man in the photo had been cleared? Who told you that? Who claimed to be the man in the photograph? Please let me know. We're trying to find this guy.
DH would have also completely ignored the reward money, which makes me believe, either way, DH is complicit in this somehow. DH knows something, and guess what? He's not the only one. On February 16, 2017, I can personally vouch there were other locals posting similar comments just like DH. The man in the photo was released, he is not a suspect, and so on and so on. Now, over the years, a lot of these original posts have been deleted. Though I do remember seeing them, I'm not posting screenshots because I cannot validate them. Other creators have offered, and I've gotten a couple, and I do seem to remember a couple of them. However, there is one that I definitely can vouch for as being 100% legitimate, and that was this one. From February 16th, somebody posts, he came forward, answered questions, and was released. Someone responded, where did you hear see that? Because the major news stations are still talking about this guy as someone the police are trying to identify and locate. Her reply, honestly, right now I'm not sure what to think. There is so much stuff going around town that no one is really sure what to think. All I know is knowing what happened to them and how they died, I really hope they catch the person or persons that did it for justice for the girls, and so it doesn't happen again. Who were these locals talking about? If Richard Allen is being railroaded, they know the real Bridge Guy. They know the real culprit. If Richard Allen is guilty, They know law enforcement purposely kept the case open, likely for financial and political gain, which means they were okay with this child murderer being a free man in the community. Now, the other aspect to this, and a potential explanation for why so much evidence was deleted vis-a-vis interviews with the Odiness, which is a very real thing around Delphi and the surrounding areas. But what people are forgetting is the Odiness frequented JC's bar just like Richard Allen. So what may be happening is on those interviews with them, it's possible one of them references Richard Allen. It's possible one of them talks about how DH told them Richard Allen was the guy in the photo. However, law enforcement, wanting to keep the case open, wanting to keep that reward money coming in, would not want any evidence of this falling in line with none of those locals ever speaking out about anything. And hey, if I were them, I'd be pretty upset I didn't get the reward money. Or did they get some of it, or a portion of it to keep their mouths shut? Again, this is all hypothetical. As I said, this case is looking more like a cover-up, plus or minus Richard Allen. So while people can toil over the minutiae of the documents and details and discrepancies, this will not lead to anywhere. We know they lie. We don't need any more evidence of this. The big question is who was going around JC's bar on February 15, 2017, claiming to be Bridge Guy? Who are these locals talking about? Because the reality is, while there were several people making these posts, it doesn't appear any of them were from Richard Allen's wife or daughter. Also, we now know Richard Allen met with Dan Doolin on February 18th. Therefore, it seems very unlikely he would have told DH on the 15th that it was him in the photo. Never mind the fact that if it was Richard Allen, he would have known what he was doing in the photo. Therefore, it would be very unlikely that he would confess to anybody, anywhere, that he was the man in that photograph. So the question is, and I'll repeat it 50 times, who claimed to be Bridge Guy on February 15, 2017? Let's start there. What role does DH play in all this?
Hey everybody, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Thanks for tuning in to Tinfoil World Order. This channel's a bit of a work in progress, but so let it be. Who cares? It is what it is for right now, son, but I'll give you a little bit of a preview of what's coming up. I'm told we made another discovery with this blue jacket. So guys, I'm telling you right now, something's going on with this blue jacket, and you're not going to hear nothing about it nowhere else except right here on a Tinfoil World Order. Now, as I said, this is a work in progress. Don't get too used to anything daily, but I might throw something up here every once in a while if I see fit. Thanks for tuning in, and don't let that door hit your ass on the way out.